Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tuesday Night Thunder here on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Gladly dubbed that by Miss Kelly Branson. Thank you. It's Tuesday Night Thunder. It is the count 185 from Joliet, Illinois, Chicagoland Speedway. Qualifying is on the racetrack right now. Take a look out at one of the first cars on the Speedway. Will be the 7 of Josh Ball. This is the last and final of our Elite 8. We will cut it down to the final 4 at the conclusion of tonight's action. You were with us during our previous broadcasts. Not only did you get to see some excellent racing, but here in the 5th season of the Premier Series, we have Kyle Weatherman and Kevin Hash already locked into that Final 4. Eric Drapeau back with us tonight. We'll see who else is left between Matt Cherry coming in 3rd in points, Jackson Allen 4th, Sean Bounty 5th, 6th is Roger Diebold, 7th Josh Ball, and 8th on the outside looking in right now is Storm Patterson, who will punch that ticket with a win tonight. Can anybody punch a ticket with a win tonight and move on? Is Dave Matson right now back in, I believe he's going to be, looks like he is subbing again. Subbing again for the 91 of Jackson Allen. Glad to have Brad Lane in the house tonight. Few more cars out on the Speedway. 25 of the Bulldozer. Roger Diebold out turning some laps in the LKN Edits machine. He comes across the stripe. We get it up for 15th, the 29.876. Sean Bounty goes to the top of the board, 29.741. P2, Patrick Langley out of Travelers Rest, South Carolina, 29.764. 66 car out on the Speedway out of turn number 2. John Garrett had a good run going last week and got in the wrong place at the wrong time. So we're getting set here. Newly dubbed, as Miss Branson did, Tuesday Night Thunder on the Iron Thunder Racing Network. Got a good ring to it. Thank you for that. And if we can't get something set up for Tuesday Night Thunder, we wind the season down. John Garrett goes 6th fastest, a 29.786. Raymond Rittenauer out on the Speedway in at turn number 3. The Lucky Dogs Doggy Daycare JCOM entry. "24 cars have took time. Your top 5, Bounty, Langley, Matson, Missouri, and Weatherman in the 6 car. 87 of Rittenauer comes to a stop on the Speedway. 8 seconds left. Looks like Sean Bounty's going to hold on to the quick qualifier. 29.741. We are once again live from Joliet, Illinois, Chicagoland Speedway. Like we should have around 28 to 30 28 cars starting tonight. Have some that did not qualify, and we did. The 3 of BJ Hash, like he's going to start in the 30th position. Have stages tonight, 30 and lap 60. Starting in the 30 position to be BJ Hash, or set to start 30th is BJ Hash. On the pole, 34 car of Sean Bounty, who is outside, will be the 20 of Patrick Langley. Row number 2 will find a 91 car. That'll be Brandon shown as Dave Matson in the 91. To his outside, the 43 of Kelvin Mosier. The 6 of Kyle Weatherman will be started in the 5th. John Garrett in the 66. He'll start 6th. 7th will be Brandon Klusterhoos in the 94. 8th place qualifier. The 63 Peak Antifreeze and Coolant Machine of Storm Patterson. Matt Cherry in the 48. He'll start in the 9th spot. 97 of Eric Drapeau, he'll start 10th. 11th will be the 09 of Jackson Allen. 12th will be the 03 of Kevin Hash. 13th will be the 24 of Matt Klusterhoos. 14th will be the 69 car. That'll be Matt Hendricks. 15th will be the 7 of Josh Ball, Donald Sadusky. 19th, and we are getting ready for the green flag out of turn number 4. And we are green for the count 200 at Chicagoland Speedway, 134 laps. End of stage number 1, lap 30. End of stage number 2, lap 60. Sean Bounty out to the front, and as far as I know, the 91 will be Jackson Allen. So he falls into 2nd spot now. Patrick Langley on the outside, drifting back, in trouble to lose the 3rd spot. He'll try to stay alongside the 6 of Kyle Weatherman as they work their way through the tribal, and lap number 1 goes to the board. Allen to the outside. He'll jump up in front of Langley now to the extreme outside. Langley almost thought about making it 3 wide. Nowhere to go for him as he'll drop back in behind the 6 of Kyle Weatherman. And jump back behind the 6, and jump in front of the 94 of Klusterhoos. They are scored differently on your screen. They're scored differently on your screen. The names were not changed, but it is Allen in the 91, Matson Max in the 09. Patrick Langley looks underneath early race leader and pole sitter to 34, Sean Bounty. Right now, that top spot changing hands early. 4 laps in. A bobble from the 20 of Langley. That'll stack up the field underneath them. 94 Klusterhuis will have to get off the binders and move out of lane as Kyle Weatherman and Sean Bounty start to pull away from the field. About 4.5 car lengths now back to the 20 of Langley, who has Mosier to his outside. Side by side for that 4th spot, the 97 of Japot. Gonna knock off a little rust. Now we see the 48 of Matt Cherry running in the 9th spot. Battle for 10th. Here's the 19 of Sadusky. He's on the bottom. John Garrett in that Fort Worth screen printing machine. He'll be to the outside as they enter turn number 1, side by side. And the pole award for the season after qualifying, Jackson Allen locked up that award, so he takes home the pole award. Check back up front as it is staying busy. Weatherman still leads. That time by actually was Patrick Langley to lead his first lap. They're side by side for the lead. Take a look. Driver stats for Patrick Langley. Right there. 189 miles an hour at the end of the back straightaway here at Chicagoland Speedway. A lot of action up here up front. Everybody tucked in close. Not much room for error. Caution out on the front straightaway. The 1 car. Danny McLaughlin. Hard impact here. Severe damage on the front end and the rear end of that Toyota. Oh, hard hit there. Let's back up and see what. Looks like he may have just pushed off of turn 4, made contact with the wall, overcorrected in a hard impact. Only car involved. So tough early break here for the one of McLaughlin. That car severely damaged here. Lap 10, 125 laps to go. Your leaders are on pit road, led by the 20 of Patrick Langley. 32, 48, 88 will stay out on the speedway. We'll see who wins that race off of pit road as the majority of the field comes down for service. Langley into that second box. Downey with the pole. You'll take the first box here. Right sides and left sides. 4 tire stop for your Langley, and he won the race off of pit road. But right now, Shoney's your leader, the 32 of Dan Half, who has elected to stay out on the speedway. Not sure Like it'll be Dan Half along with Matt Cherry, Justin White. 11 laps complete. They elect to stay out behind the pace car. 32 of Dan Half will come pit side. This time followed by the 88 of Justin White. 48 of Matt Cherry. Stay out on the racing surface. Tight points battle. Pit road speed limit tonight, 50 miles an hour. They are allowed to travel through 4 boxes to get to their pits, in or out. The 5th box is a penalty. All speeding violations are handled by iRacing. iRacing will so pit road penalty now to the 35. Too many boxes on entry. He'll get the tail end of the longest line. He'll go to the end of the lead lap cars. Right now, only 1 car a lap down. That is McLaughlin. He is still on pit road for service. May be done for tonight. Ott and Hash on pit road along with the 33 of Josh Cully. We get the 1 to go signal. Field entering the middle of 1 and 2 on the iRacing.com Ford Mustang. 13 laps in the books. Fastest lap early in the race. Eric Drapeau, a 29.366. Best lap for Patrick Langley, 29.541. Everybody's best lap right now. Still in the 29.5. Only people quicker than that is Drapeau with a 29.366. Quite a bit faster. McLaughlin down and away. He'll rejoin the field as the pace car ducks off to the safety of pit road. Cherry in command. He's back in the gas. And the count 200 back underway. Cherry with a good restart. Not so good of a restart for Patrick Langley. Field roars back to life into turn number 1. Langley back to the outside. Up comes the 6 and the 48. They'll jump to the top and they'll leave it all open for the 43 of Mosier on the bottom. 3 wide for the second position. Lap car coming up on the as the field comes up on the lap car, the 1 of McLaughlin. He'll hold it down below the apron. Something with the 09. Sure what happened, but new leader 91 of Jackson Allen. Thorne Patterson right now in the most win situation finds himself trailing Allen in that 91 machine. Oh, 97 of Eric Drapeau almost makes contact with Uncle Donald Sadusky. He'll keep it clean and green. Pointed in the right direction up. washing up the racetrack here, your pro. Booster who's now gonna find the back deck lid of that peak antifreeze and coolant 63 machine of Storm Patterson. Patterson will wash up, jump up to that top lane, and he'll be back down to guard the bottom. Oh, Weatherman, a little bobble. He moves up the Speedway. Big moves here for the 19 of Sadusky. He's found himself in a battle here. Currently scored in the 3rd spot. Right behind the 94 GCOM entry of Kloosterhuis. A lot of the way this package works, almost like these cars you see in the super speedways. '63 of Patterson almost got stuck out in no man's land. He'll have a little bit of connection. The 94 Kloosterhuis has had enough up front. He is going to back off and drift back through the field there. Rewind back here with Donald Sadusky, Josh Ball, and Sean Bounty. Just remember, folks, those drivers with the yellow banners are your playoff drivers. Kyle Weatherman in the 6 has punched his ticket along with Kevin Hash. Three wide for the lead, the 7 of Josh Ball. Driving up through the middle. Can he clear that 63 of Patterson? He will down the back straightaway. 19 all over the back net lid of that Ford Mustang of Patterson. We are 6 to go in the stage. Three wide again for the lead. That quickly dissipates. Josh Ball to the front in the Bud Light. Toyota Camry. What a cool deal here for our 2nd place driver. Peak antifreeze and coolant. Gave a shout out to him over on Twitter. He hit the retweet goal. They came on board for 3 races and worked out a deal. Not mistaken. Peak antifreeze and coolant will the sponsor of that car come season 6 of the Premier Series. Young gun trying to string together confident finishes. Last couple races not where he wanted to be, but he started trending right come playoff time. And a good time to start on the up and up. Josh Ball up into this run. That speed is down to 180 miles an hour down the back straightaway. Remember early on in the run, 20 of Langley was 188 miles an hour into turn number 3. Coming up on 1 lap to go in the stage. Patterson, like I said, in a must-win situation. Matt Cherry, Jackson Allen, and Sean Downey, Roger Debold, all within a couple. Matter of fact, Allen and Bounty tied for the 4th spot, only 1 point back to Roger Debold. Josh Ball and Storm Patterson in the must-win situation, and tight points battle. Allen, Bounty, and Debold. Right now, Allen, Debold right there. Sean Bounty has drifted back to the 8th spot. Flag in the stage. Quick reminder, these guys all running the same setup. Air pressures and all. Who's going to win stage number 1? It'll be close at the line. Stage number 1 is going to go to Josh Ball. Followed by Storm Patterson, Donald Sledesky, Dave Maxson, Roger Debold, Kyle Witherman, John Garrett, Sean Bounty, and Brad Lane. Top 10 points paying positions at the end. Stage number 1 here. Count 200 from Chicagoland Speedway. This is the Iron Thunder Racing League Premier Series. Tuesday Night Thunder on the air. One and only Iron Thunder Racing Network. 48 of Matt Cherry. Stretched that to a 31 lap run, and he is out of fuel. Coming out turn number 4. Like he'll make it safely pit side. Matt Cherry will have to take the end of line penalty for entering the closed pits, but he was able to stay out on the lead lap. So far, only one car not on the lead lap. That's Andy McLaughlin. He is out of the race, I do believe. Oh, he's still on the speedway, but 6 laps down. Josh Ball going to lead him off of pit road, followed by Storm Patterson, Allen, and Roger Debold. .33 of 134 now on the board. 102 laps remaining. Stage number 2 will end completion of number 60. Josh Cully right now quietly back in 28th, the last car on the lead lap at the moment. A few more laps and that Wilson Farms machine begins to start to make his way up through the field. Coming back to the green flag. And we're down for Josh Ball with a wiggle there for the 63 of Storm Patterson. It cost him on this restart as he's falling behind the 91 of Allen on the inside. Oh, trying to squeeze at the bottom. And just barely clear is the 63 of Patterson. Uncle Don giving a little bit of room there on the bottom side of the racetrack. With 99 laps to go. A little give and take is what it takes here at Chicagoland Speedway as the 91 of Jackson Allen storms to the lead. Out of turn number 4, sights it on the tribal. Jackson Allen goes back to the front. He will lead his 4th lap here tonight. Just a quick reminder, you see him as Dave Matson, but admin forgot to change the names back around, but that is Salty Broccoli himself, West Virginia native of Jackson Allen, in that 91 machine. Looking to get in via the win here. Punch that ticket and make sure he's in the Final 4. Close on points. Not in a must-win situation. But that 63 of Patterson in the peak antifreeze machine is definitely in a must-win situation as he goes down to the bottom. He'll challenge for the lead side by side for the top spot. As he exit turn number 4 all the way to the apron. Allen almost all the way to the wall. Leading that one was the young gun, Storm Patterson. His 6th lap led here tonight. Patterson back to the bottom, 91 of Allen up in the 2nd groove. Here comes Sean Bounty. It's tied into points there with the 91 of Allen. He'll try to squeeze in and take over the 2nd spot from Jackson Allen. We're 8 laps into this run. 40 laps go on the board. 95 laps to go. John Garrett making his way back up inside the top 5 right now, running in the 5th spot. in that 66 Fort Worth screen printing machine. Eddie McLaughlin still out on the Speedway. More repairs made, but well off the pace, hit 9 laps down. You're going single file momentarily. Now Sean Downey looks inside for the lead. With a push for the 97 of Eric Drapeau. What we are being told is not giving up that lead on the outside. They almost touch. The exit. Close 3 wide. Patrick Langley almost makes contact. Oh, contact for Josh Ball. Josh Ball in the wall. Josh Ball with hard contact with another driver. Front end of that race car come up in the air. Tough break for Josh Ball. If he can recuperate here. Just fell back now to the 21st position. Check on that car and see how much damage on the right side of that machine. Continuing to fall back. Doesn't look like terrible damage. There's some on the left as well where contact was made with another competitor. But right now the bleeding hasn't stopped. He'll cross. This time the finish line in the 22nd position. He tries to hold off the bleeding. There's Patrick Langley up to the 7th spot. We're falling back in that late in the run in stage number 2. Cal Weatherman right in tow. Storm Patterson has moved back in front. Sean Bounty, but they are going at it now. Eric Drapeau drops back underneath him. Oh, Drapeau car getting a little tight on the bottom. Coming up on 10 to go in the stage. Patterson with a bobble. Patterson all the way up out of the groove here. John Downey back to the top spot. Almost contact with 97. On board the 34 Bounty as the 97 go to the lead here. Now on board with the leader. Battle here for P2. You look back here to the 19 of Sadusky. Little bump and bobble there. 63. Accordion effect back here. He had to get off the hammer for a moment. Patterson back to the 10th spot. Dip and shine teammate to 37 of Ryan Peplinski, the Eagle disposal machine. Camoed out this week. He'll move into that 10th spot. Teammate just ahead of him in the HendrickCars.com. Number 10 is Brad Lane. Blue and black machine, white number 10 on the side of that machine. John Garrett just in front of him. 97 continues to lead. As we'll get the white. Stage number 2 caution. Won by Eric Chapeau, followed by Kyle Weatherman, Sean Benny, Donald Sadusky, Patrick Langley, John Garrett, Brad Lane, Roger Debo, Brandon Kluzes, and Ryan Piplinsky. Pace car just went to the back straight away. Stage number 2 in the books. A little nose damage on the Wilson Farms machine. on that left front. Ready to go back to the green flag. Lap 65 on the board. Restart lap 66. 69 to go. Green is out. Before Sean Bounty. 97 gets way out front. Bounty will reel him in down the back straightaway. Here comes Uncle Don to the inside. Only Patrick Lane led a Travelers Rest South Carolina in tow. Japo out all by his lonesome for the moment. Langley 3 wide for P2. The meet in the middle. Uncle Don. From Patterson on the move. All over the back deck litter. Roger the Bulldozer D-Bold. Right now. Patterson looking like the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer will pull to the side. Down to 63. That bottom. Oh, contact. Team 20. Only had a bobble. But he may have made contact with the. Weatherman trying to find a way around the 19. Slicing and dicing. Side by side now for that lead. Bounty went for a ride. Take a replay here. I was turned in another direction in the booth. Now Weatherman back to the point here. 20 of Langley all over the back deck with that machine. Weatherman, Langley, Diebold, Sadusky, John Garrett, your top five. Langley now making some moves, trying to shake the Diebold machine. Diebold hard on the charge. Battle for the lead. 20 goes underneath the 6 machine. .37 of Peplinski out up into that 9th spot, been flirting around the top 10 for most. He'll get in the back into Mosier. Mosier goes around, 1 car spin, no caution at the moment. 43 of Mosier will save it. He'll return back to the Speedway. Another replay here. They both go under the line. And Mosier goes off the front end of the Peplinski machine. Roger Debold to the point. In tow is the 48 of Matt Cherry. Debo now out in no man's land. Lowe's Chevrolet to the lead. Side by side now for that second spot. Those two drivers, Cherry and Debold, 1 point separating those two drivers. For that third spot. Here you had a 1 point lead over Jackson Allen and Sean Bounty. 2 point lead over Roger Debold. Matt Cherry leads Kyle Witham and Roger Debold. Langley, Donald Sadusky, Eric Jerpo, Jackson Allen, Storm Patterson. Jackson Allen actually on pit road. You have 9 of Dave Matson in 7th, Storm Patterson 8th, Brad Lane 9th, and John Garrett in the 10th position. Takers, Allen was on, now 88 of White. He'll come down pit side. Raymond Rittenauer on pit road for service as well. Dave Matson, or excuse me, Jackson Allen pitted. There's a slew of drivers, 97, 24 all on pit road. 32 on pit road as well. The 2 of Alex Little on pit road. The 9 of Adam Schroen on pit road. Leader coming down pit road this time as well. What about the 09 of Dave Matson, 19 of Sadusky coming. Ridebush coming, 33 of Josh Cully. Oh, leader, gonna smoke him, and he makes it in there. 19 of Sadusky hard, he'll make contact with the 25. turn the lead over to 6 of Kyle Weatherman. I apologize. Mic was not working. I was talking and nothing was being transmitted. Getting ready to come back to the green flag. There are 37 laps to go. We are green. Teammates lining up here. Six of Weatherman out in front, followed by Patrick Langley, Eric Chapeau. Sip and Shine Racing starting to make their way to the front, led by the 37 Eagles Disposal Machine. Patrick Langley battle for the lead. He works to the inside of Weatherman. The exit turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, give the lead to the 20. Comes the 63. Oh, Storm Patterson, the peak antifreeze and coolant machine. He'll drop down there to that yellow line. Langley leading that lap. Stacking them up here at the front of the field. Here comes Josh Kelly on the bottom side, trying to find a way around. Going Patterson in the 03, hard on the outside wall, along with the 09 of Dave Matson. There's the calls for the caution. We are down to 30 laps remaining. Getting ready to come back to the green. Big jump out there for that 97 machine. 20 of Patrick Langley. Oh, he'll get loose and saves it on the bottom side of the racetrack. Kelvin Mosier in there. Here comes the 37 of Peplinski. He'll challenge for the lead. They get close, almost contact down the back stretch. They clean and green. His little disposal machine showing that muscle on the bottom side. They get close again. Maybe contact there now. The 63 of Patterson. 3 wide for the lead, meet in the middle of the sandwich. Momentarily was the 37. Here comes the 33 of Josh Cully. He'll work the bottom side of the racetrack. 69 of Matt Hendricks. Working his way up here. We'll go 2 by 2. Patterson to the lead with 25 to go. Caution out on the speedway. The leader's on pit road now. Who leads them off of pit lane? At Cherry, Roger Evold, Thorne Patterson, Eric Drapeau, Josh Paul, Kelvin Moser. John Garrett going to be in the lead here. Lights have been extinguished, 1 to go with 21 laps to go. Green back in the air. John Garrett on the gas now. 20 to go. 63 of Storm Patterson in a must-win situation. Right now in the P3 position. Caution back out on the Speedway. Oh, hard lick there for the 96 of Jason Roudabush. Like it started with the 69 and in the wrong place at the wrong time for the 96 of Jason Roudabush. John Garrett going to take the outside. BR coming back to the green. Hammer down for John Garrett. Roger Diebold didn't get quite as good a start as he wanted. He'll pay for that here as the 91 of Jackson Allen slips up. Almost gave room for that 63 of Patterson, who's in a must-win situation. Patterson will look to the inside down the back straightaway. Allen moves up. Here comes Drapeau. He'll tuck in close behind the 63 machine. Patterson all over the back deck with John Garrett. Garrett had a good run going until late in the race last week. Josh Ball gets sideways. What a save for Ball. Oh, Peplinski gets into him. Into the wall hard again. It was a 7. And the caution back out on the Speedway. 87 of Rittenhour, 32 Dan Half. 7 of Josh Ball. Hard impact. He is going to head to the garage area. See the 33 and 7 get into it, going for the same position. Josh Ball saves it. Looks like the 10 got loose underneath. Yard down to 12 to go. Some takers on pit road. Field goes by. Your leader, Storm Patterson, followed by the 66 of John Garrett. Leader Ice Setter Eric Drapeau in third. Fourth will be the 91 of Jackson Allen. Fifth will be Roger Diebold. 6 to 43 of Kelvin Mosier. Sean Bounty 7th. Kyle Weatherman 8th. Ryan Peplinski 9th. 10th is back close to who's 11th. Cherry 12th. Adam Strong. Sawyer Wright 13th. 14th. Matt Hendricks 15th. Dan Half. Jax, Dave Matson, Alex Little, Justin White, Kevin Hash, Josh Kelly, Brad Lane, and Ray Rittenhour on pit road for service. 10 to go. Lights are out on top of the iRacing.com Ford Mustang. Kelly going to restart into 15th spot. Get fresh tires. Be the first car with fresh rubber on the Speedway. Patterson back in the gas. He'll have a good restart, but maybe out a little too far. The field will gang up behind you in a heartbeat. We have 9 to go. Storm Patterson right where he needs to be in the closing laps of the count 200. Trying to break off any draft he can from those drivers behind him. 97 of Drapeau trying to come spoil the party. He'll look to the outside in the tri-oval. They both dive down. Bo will stay up in the racing surface. Patterson has to fend off any charge. Jackson Allen sitting fairly decent on points. He doesn't need a win. Peak antifreeze and coolant machine desperately needing a win to enter the final 4 as he leads with 7 laps to go. Jackson Allen moves to the bottom. Kelvin Mosier moves to the bottom. He'll have a big run. He'll try to pull alongside. And caution back out on the Speedway. Six of Kyle Weatherman. Caution is for the Five laps to go now. Patterson's going to need another good restart. He made his way inside the top 10. We're going to get us a 2-lap shootout. A potential double green-white checker here. This green-white checker come before end of regulation. We don't make it back to the white flag. We will see an overtime green-white checker. Should get the one to go this time by. We will. That's right at the top of the IRRacing.com Ford Mustang. Peak antifreeze and coolant, the 63 car. Dorn Patterson. Plus win situation. And he finned off. 97 of Eric Japot. Kelvin Moser, Jackson Allen. Or Sean Bounty. Make his way back in after going off the nose of Donald Sadusky earlier in the race. Can John Garrett spoil the party? We're getting ready to find out. Pace car is off. Corian. People started stacking up back there. Another good restart for Jackson, or for Dorn Patterson. Get out too far. Had lane forced down below the apron. Patterson leading him. Comes out of turn number 4 through the trioval here. We'll get the white flag, 1 to go. Dorn Patterson out front. Hard charge from Kelvin Moser on the outside. He'll fall back just a bit. Patterson goes up to block the second lane. Now back down to the bottom. Out of turn number 4. The 63 of Storm Patterson is going to take home the count 200 and punch his ticket into final 4. What a drive by the young gun, Storm Patterson. Pink antifreeze and coolant machine. He will fight for a championship next week. Tuesday Night Thunder. Eric Japot, P2. Sean Bounty recovers. P3. Sean Bounty definitely needed that good finish. We'll see how it all shakes out. Work on getting those drivers up in the booth. Riley's going to join us first up in the booth. Sean Bounty in the 34. Riley joining me up in the booth now. Driver of the 34 machine, Sean Bounty. Did a hell of a job, man, driving your way back through the field after some unfortunate circumstances sent you flying through the grass and coming in tonight real tight on points. Just 1 point out of third. Actually tied for fourth with Jackson Allen. Definitely needed that good finish, and we'll see exactly how it shakes out with stage points and whatnot. But nonetheless, was impressive to see you make it back up there, and congratulations on getting to that podium finish after that bad luck.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Jackson Allen was driving Jackson Allen's car. So we'll see how these points shake up. Definitely had a car capable of winning. I mean, you saw that. Got the pole, got pretty good with getting up to the lead. Incident was unfortunate. There's a lot more unfortunate things that took place in that instance that'll be taken care of. But glad we got as much fight as we could in the car. This is about the best I could do. So I'm just not really focused on the race so much as where everything stacks up now, because this race was for that final race. Congrats to Storm. He did what he had to do. He was the most to lose there, and he made it really tight on these points. So good job to him. Wish we had a less eventful race, but you got to fight for him, and variables happen. So that's where we are. Just glad we had a decent recovery.
Friday, man. We appreciate you taking your time out to join us and racing with us on Tuesday night, and we'll see where it all lays out, man. Nonetheless, I know the 34 will be back battling at it next week. Good luck.
Thank you.
I think you're going to join us in the booth now. P2, Eric Japot. Alrighty, joining us now, the driver of Spinard Simulations 97 Toyota Camry. Been away for a little while, come back and haven't missed a beat. Right there in the top 10 all night long, right where you needed to be in this crazy race. And I thought you may have had a little something for Storm there, spoil it just a little bit. Did you hold back a little bit, or did you give it all you had?
I mean, first of all, Storm deserves all of it. He's got all the credit. It's a nice win for him. Chris Up coming back from that quite a bit of a time. That P2 feels like a win. I mean, strategy went well, picked up tires at the right time, was able to get back up front and avoid major incidents. Yeah, I mean, I could have tried something stupid and wrecked Storm, but definitely not what I was going for, because it's the kind of respect that I would expect if I were in a chase and someone who's not in the chase would still try to go for the win. Like I wasn't holding it back that much, but I wasn't gonna go and make a stupid move and take him out. That wasn't the thing I was going for. So really glad with P2. That was the best result I could hope for, and glad for Storm from him moving on. I think it was a must win.
Yeah, most definitely, man. We see, this package. It's crazy. It is. The first part of the race there, these guys were jucking and jiving a lot of, especially in the top 10. Everybody real bunched up, real together, a lot of slicing and dicing. But it seemed like as the race wore on, maybe that give and take gave up just a little bit. It resulted in those cautions. And then a little bit longer green flag run there, and maybe a little bit of a worn out tire, maybe, so to speak. But, was really impressed how much racing was going on early without incident. And then cautions kind of bred cautions kind of thing we see, but I want to lean that more to maybe some of the guys give and take got a little bit tighter there toward the end.
You're right. I mean, the end of the second stage got me the confidence I needed to figure out, I'm good on old tires. I can keep momentum in this car, even though the tires are getting used up. And getting that stage win was also a good confidence boost. It's just then it was just managing the cautions and track position. But it's one of those things. I wish next season we could have tire limits. We can have something to make people save those tires more in the early going. because I can understand the purpose of stages. I can understand the 50% fuel, but that creates all those situations where we get restart after restart after restart, and everybody's just pushing like like there's no tomorrow. And it's definitely something that once you figure out the long run strategy, you can benefit for it if you get those long run, which we kind of started doing in the middle stint of this race. But in the end, it was just about track position, and glad I got it home.
Well, one thing for sure we got to look forward to, got pushed back a little bit in the real world, the next gen car. So we're definitely going to see some changes sooner rather than, us coming with this same package with no changes coming. And we're probably going to have to hold on to this for a little while since we know that change is coming. But I know a lot of people on the real side is excited about this new car. Definitely going to be excited to see a little bit of a change on the sim at these type of tracks moving forward once they get that car scanned into the game.
Yeah,
or into the
absolutely.
sim.
Been quite exciting watching these cars go around in real life. So looking forward for iRacing to bring them in, and it's going to bring some fresh air with that A car. Would like to thank Spinar Simulation, SFTV on the car, really looking really good. Special thanks to Luke Carbonell on the spotting tower tonight, did an amazing job. So really wanted to shout him out, and also thanks for ITRL for putting this up. Sorry, does an amazing job, and you're Chris up as well in the broadcast.
All right, man. We appreciate you taking your time out to join us on Tuesday Night Thunder, and glad to have you back, man. Look forward to next week. Hopefully, you can join us and end out season number 5 with a bang. Congratulations once again on a P2 finish.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
Riley will bring him up. I tell you what sounds better than when you cross the start finish line? I heard that little ticket time. It was chain, like a little ching chang, make a little noise punching that ticket. Did what you had to do. Man, you was up front, battled, fell back a little bit, and found yourself right there where you needed to be. I know that last caution, you didn't want to see it, but you were able to hold off. 2 hard charges behind you. Sean Bounty was a man on a mission, was in the grass at one point in time and got down, and Brendan bared it, drove it all the way to P3. You were able to hold him off, and we all know Eric Japot, when he shows up, he is fast, but right where you needed to be, man. And it was exciting. I know it had to be just as exciting for you in the car.
Hell, I think it was more anxiety driven than exciting, honestly. And we finally did it. I after 44 races of disappointment, it's just really, really exciting to finally knock it off. But yeah, we finally punched our ticket at Homestead. We did it. We did it. We did it.
I tell you, they could have done it no better for peak antifreeze and coolant on the machine as well, getting them in the victory lane, taking that win streak or winless streak, and just wiping it out. It's over with. You don't have to worry about the winless streak. You can go into Homestead and focus on getting the best finish you possibly can. I know you got some stout guys already with Kevin Hash and the 6 of Kyle Weatherman already punching their ticket, and we'll figure out here in just a few who that 4th and final driver is going to be. They came in, man, just stacked up in the points there. 2 points separating the top 5, or the 3 through 5. 3 through, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We just had really, really bad races with Iowa and Daytona. We wrecked out of Iowa and Daytona both, and 2 DNFs. It's just not. It's not what you need to do in these playoffs. But I ended up clutching up here at Chicago, and things just folded their way. I'm looking forward to Homestead for sure. We're gonna bring some heat to Homestead. I'm glad to finally get Peak in a victory lane. I'm thankful for Powertrade, Raise Energy, Peak Auto, all these guys that support me. PLR, Matthew for making calls on top of the box. No, we couldn't make it this week. supporting. He's been with us all season. He's been helping us all season. But yeah, we finally did it. Finally broke the winless streak. We got nothing but momentum going into Homestead. That's all you can ask for to make it into to win a championship is momentum.
I tell you, just coming out of the admin booth there, John Bounty's going to join you, Kevin Hash, and Kyle Weatherman. So now you know who you got to look forward to running with next week and finishing ahead of those 3 other guys. Going to be some tough competition coming in, but hey, you expect that here in the Iron Thunder Racing League, and I can't wait next Tuesday night to see how it all unfolds. And performing under pressure, no bigger pressure now than next week. Must-win situation tonight. Did what you had to do. I think them guys are probably the last one they wanted to see make their way into the playoffs right now, the way you started trending toward the end of the year. Had a couple of hiccups, but momentum on your side. 63 is going to be tough to beat them next Tuesday night.
Oh, for sure. Only way is up, you know? We're not going down. No possible way. We're not losing this championship without a fight either. We're going to go after it. No. But yeah, just glad to be competing, and I can't wait for the competition too. Just glad for everyone's support. Sawyer for putting this on. I genuinely think that without this league, my whole outlook on racing would be completely different. You guys basically took me in when I was like 12, and I mean I'm 15 now, but I'm getting better every year, and I'm thankful for that. I have no one else to thank except for this league. One of my biggest helps and supporters is everyone in this league, and I can't thank everyone else more for it.
Hey man, we enjoyed it since day one back in the Blown Piston Racing League, and glad to see you grow and continue to grow, man. And we look forward to next week. Good luck and congratulations on taking home tonight's Count 200 from Chicagoland.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the broadcast, man. Always a blast watching these over.
All right, man. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, boss.
Ronnie, your winner. 63 of Storm Patterson punching that ticket. A must-win situation. Congratulations to Eric Drapeau and Sean Bounty. Sean Bounty qualified on the pole and set himself up, did what he had to do, making the Final Four. You do not want to miss next Tuesday night, 9:05. The green flag will fall. It's going to be a barn burner. True Tuesday Night Thunder. Homestead Miami Speedway. It's the Iron Thunder Racing League Championship 200. We'll go 134 laps, 201 miles. Do not miss it. It will be epic. But we crown a new champion of the Iron Thunder Racing League, and as a matter of fact, we will crown a new champion. Kevin Hash was a past champion of our Rush Series. New champion. Will be crowned at Homestead Miami Speedway. Roger Diebold, not able to defend that title from last year, will not make the Final Four. Written out 3 champions. Two champions, Donald Sadusky, Terry, 1 championship. That sets up the tone. Kyle Weatherman, Kevin Hash, Sean Bounty, and Storm Patterson are going to battle it out. Championship. Don't forget, 9:05, green flag will fall. Homestead Miami Speedway on the Iron Thunder Racing League Championship 200. Y'all keep showing up. We'll keep showing out. Good night, everybody.